Hey guys, welcome to another awesome episode of BoxPod. And of course, as you know, we are on our countdown to 100. That is 100 episodes and 100K subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, this is your chance right now. And also remember to share, leave a comment, because it's going to get wild. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Me, I'm feeling good because it's Wednesday and I know you've got some crazy stories to share.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Do short people say like I'll be back shortly? I'll be back as I am. Joyce, that question is to you.
This is discrimination. This is actually
I've been holding that Yanni for a whole week.
discrimination, guys. Actually, I will not, but I've become Nigerian. I will not even justify it with a response.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny though. It reminds me of, which one was it? There's another one I saw for short people. I'll remember it. And I sent it to you. I sent it to your DMs.
Well, you have short memory.
Is this because I'm making fun of Arsenal?
No.
So you're trying to take it. You're trying to take it out on me now
It's
because
all
I'm making
like-
fun of
Wow.
Arsenal.
We have an episode to do.
Wow. Now that you've last week, a time like this, just this same very night. Hey, what was no lolikuwa na kichapo. Yeah. But like, you know, me, I get surprised when Arsenal fans start crying about
This is
yours.
not a
They should be
football
used to it by
podcast.
now, right?
I'm just like,
Like that's the first thing I asked him. I was like, "You guys lost again?"
It's like, no, but you know what it is, right? It's not losing. On Saturday, I met some guys. Last Saturday, I was doing this gig and I was hosting the Champions League trophy tour. It was in Nairobi. And I literally, every time I'd go on the mic, I'd tell Arsenal fans, guys, make sure mukaribie kitu. You are actually the closest that can
They'll ever get.
even for players,
to
the
I
team,
swear.
the manager, nobody will come this close to the trophy as you. You are the
Karibia
closest to.
ikitu.
Na najua Kerry akukujia. So imagine ungekuwa sasa ina picha ya trophy. Hivi, ungekuwa hivi. But yeah.
They
But
won't be
I
allowed to
remember
touch it.
I told,
God.
don't you, I mean,
Get as close as possible. You know what I mean?
You gotta play and win to touch it.
Yeah.
Ikitu tumepatia Barcelona. But on that Saturday, I was telling guys,
This is not a football
me, I'm
podcast.
a fan of Shabana, right? And as a fan of Shabana, hey, first guys, let me tell you how things hit the fan. But before I tell you about Shabana, right? So I told these guys, Arsenal fans, I don't even know why you get mad. Yinyi nkape seta. You know, think of Samuel Wanjiro. Samuel Wanjiro is a blind runner. I don't know if you know him, right? One of the top, best marathon gold medalist, nini, right? There's always someone who runs kushikilia mkono. You know why? Because he's blind.
Samuel Wanjiro is not the blind one. Is Samuel Wanjiro the blind?
No, the blind one. Guys,
No,
the
Samuel
blind one.
Wanjiro is not the
All
blind.
right.
Yeah, I was like,
So the
Samuel
blind,
Wanjiro. Okay.
the blind athlete has to have somebody who holds
Yeah,
his
yeah,
hand,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And as the person is holding his hand,
Yeah.
when they reach the finish line, does that guy get a medal?
No.
Exactly. That's Arsenal. Just run in things for fun, right?
We still make the best husbands, the best boyfriends because we are loyal.
Because you have time.
through
No matter
thick
what.
and thin.
Because you
Yes,
have
we
time.
stay through it and we believe that things will get better.
Can you imagine that you're a Man City person saying that you make good boyfriends? No, it's about football. Anyway, now speaking of football, see me, I watch another with Premier League nini because
Yeah.
I said let's bring it back home.
Yeah.
Shabana Manenos.
Yeah.
Why? Guys,
What happened
I did my
at
last
home?
show on air. I told guys, you know, this Saturday
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
Shabana Gor Mahia, Kigusi Stadium. I went.
And then?
I went to Kisii.
And
Although I left at the wrong time. But then that's how God protects. That's how God protects you, right? So me, up nini 10 a.m. I'm calling, hey, you make sure you get fast VIP tickets, nini. And then the guy tells me, are you in Nairobi? I'm like, yeah. What time are you planning? Yeah, we're planning to take off 11. He's like,
Like,
you know what,
that's-
make the game. It's at 2 p.m. I thought it was 4 p.m.
My guy.
All right, so no problem. I could believe I'm going to not watch that match. But God knew. God knew.
What happened?
How did things hit the fan at the stadium?
Oh, yeah?
And allegedly, I think someone died, if I'm not wrong. We go to Kisii. It was hot. How are you going to beat Kisii in their own stadium?
How dare you?
Ile hasira, Wakisii walikuwa nayo. It was so crazy. And I said, didn't I say it?
Yeah.
Do
Lying.
not make us a stereotype.
No, stop lying.
Wacha watu kama wanafanya vitu zao wapige waende. Right? But we were driving into Kisii. And then let me tell you the funniest part. And I have a video for it. Run the tape. So here at this point, right, we are driving into Gusii town like maniacs. Like we're there. We're seeing people have jad. We're like, woo, 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 woo. Right? So we're driving into town. And then we notice everybody has stopped behind us. Right? And then there's just like an eerie calm. And then immediately I was like, that smells familiar. Tear gas. And then as I just said reverse, you see the GSU guys just like, we were in between the GSU and a guy we had seen killing a brick. Me, I thought he's a Mjengo guy who was carrying homework.
Not homework.
Right? Because like, how's the guy just killing a brick on the road?
Stop.
And they didn't knew that this one was for wee. I didn't know that.
Wait. All of this ni juu mlishindwa home ground.
1-0 mazi.
1-0.
Yeah,
home ground.
Tafanya Mkisia kneel down. No, but for real though, I do not. There was a chopper. There was a chopper that.
Stop.
And the reason I know that is because I was at the Highlands. I think you saw where I was.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Kisii is beautiful.
Yeah,
Can you put some respect on Kisii?
Me, I don't know who you think keeps disrespecting Kisiis because you keep insisting.
All the time.
Who's
all
disrespecting
the time.
them?
Even in my DMs, guys were like, at you, that's Kigali. Kisii is beautiful, guys.
Okay,
Kisii
but
is
can we go back to the
And I feel like I should
story?
make a plug here. Shout out to Humphreys Hill Hotel. They didn't give me a discount, by the way. They didn't give me a discount.
You
Yeah,
stayed
and the
price
way
is
you
price.
posted them.
Yeah, but it's because
but
it's
it's
so
beautiful.
beautiful,
It
yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place. The rooms are gorgeous and,
Enye tunafaa tutembee
and quite
Nairobi.
affordable. Unajua
Lakini
Kisii
Kenya.
sisi hatukwangi wezi.
Yeah.
I've actually never been to Kisii. I think
It's
that's the only
beautiful.
place I've never been. I've been to Kisumu. I've
So
been to
ulipitia Kisumu, ulipitia wapi?
sijui.
Kwa ndege?
Mi nilikuwa kwa gari.
Yes,
Yeah,
then
I
you
was
have to
in
pass
the
by.
car.
Ulipitia
No, I
Kisii?
wasn't like, I
Kisii.
didn't experience Kisii is what I'm saying, guys. Gosh.
Anyway, I even went to the place for soapstone.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see-
Ulifanyia tu, ah?
Run the tape. You see this
But
part?
I didn't see the one for the tear gas. How come I missed
Those
that
mines are
one?
No,
deep.
I didn't take that, right? I didn't post it. I was
okay.
saving them for here.
Okay.
So now, this part, yeah? So you see this. I love soapstone. Fun fact, soapstone is only gone in Kisii.
Yeah.
Like, it's the only place you can find soapstone. So, there. Right. Now, see, guys are there mining. So I said, you know what? I'd love to know where the stone comes from. I was told I go up the hill, blah, blah, blah. Another most gorgeous place. I didn't even show you the views from there. Sick.
Yeah.
Right? Higher. I get there. I'm showing some. I'm like, this is someone's shamba. You know, you can. You can and then find something in there, right? And that's what was happening. This guy was just like, yo, now on my shamba, I want to start building. And he called a guy and said, Sasa, start excavating over there for a toilet.
Yeah.
Right? Hiya!
Nashindwa,
They
ala.
found soapstone. My guy.
Yeah.
I entered the largest pit latrine I have ever
Yeah, it was
So,
big.
that kanini
That
where
whole-
you went.
See, now that was supposed to be a pit
yeah,
latrine.
yeah,
Guys said,
yeah,
forget about it. Hata sijengi. Sasa tunafanya mining. You know, guys come to buy the nini stone from his shamba.
Yo.
Like, all he does is he wakes up and just guys digging. And then his brother said that. He said, what? He started digging his nini. He partnered
Aya.
even him. So there are two mines just side by
Hapo
side
next-
over there.
But the Kisii mnakuanga very entrepreneurial.
Yes,
I'm
we
not going
are.
to lie. That
Soapstone
one
is
mnakuanga
only in
very,
Kisii.
Very
Yo.
entrepreneurial for
Nilifikiria
sure.
iko Kasabun. Nice.
Alright.
Now we move on to what we
I
needed to
think
do on the
it's
episode.
time for Run.
It doesn't start that way.
All right, guys. As you know, it's Wednesday, so it's time for Run.
No,
You're going so confused. Okay, fine.
it's run.
He always says run.
I say run.
What's run? All right,
Yes.
Don't confuse him,
All right,
please.
it's time for
Run.
the
Tape.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, Joyce, what do you have for us today?
So I know we've all I've been playing around with this whole idea of being like unhinged bestie, like crash out, you know, don't be the understanding girlfriend. But you know when you do that and like it lands you in court. Run the tape.
I came home that day. I was in the house by myself. I was pretty tired, so I went to bed early. When I woke up, Shy was sitting on the edge of the bed eating a pot out of a pot, not a bowl, a pot of Fruit Loops.
How did she get in the house?
She climbed through the window
With a bowl of Fruit Loops?
and wait, and she got butt naked and made a bowl of cereal. Yeah.
Your Honor, Ms. Stewart,
I plead the fifth, because first of all, that's not how it happened. What happened was I came to Cash House. I was missing my man, so I showed up, in a trench coat, nothing on. I knocked on his door. He shooed me away. So instantly, my antlers went on again.
He shooed you away because he didn't want to be bothered that night.
No, something going on, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
My intuition kicked in. As a woman, we have an intuition.
Okay.
My intuition kicked in. So what I did was I went and hit my car around the block again. Okay? I seen that light off upstairs and that window open just a smidge, and that's all I needed.
Yeah, because you little as can be.
Yes.
You can get in a window.
I climbed up on that trash can and jumped up in that window and wiggled, up into the, jumped up in that window, and it was over. After that, I seen that, okay, there's nothing going on. Okay, cool, great. You get a star for that. So I went downstairs, made me a bowl of cereal, and I took my trench coat off. It was hot. Took my trench coat off, made me a bowl of Fruity Loops. Sat at the edge of the bed, ate my cereal, kissed my man on the forehead, tucked him in a little bit. But then the phone started ringing. Who is calling you at 3 a.m.?
Excuse me, you're burying the lead. Who cares? You're in a man's house, naked, after having been in a trench coat eating Fruit Loops. It's a wonder that the people in the white coats didn't pick you up. That sounds crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. You can't break into people's house.
It's not breaking in when I'm there every day.
Yo.
Period. Because who was calling you at 3 a.m.? That is the important question. Who was calling at 3 a.m.? Who?
I have so many questions. I don't know. I'm going to let Kerry go first.
She doesn't live there, so she's clearly trespassing.
That's okay. But
It's not okay.
Who was calling at 3 a.m.?
It doesn't matter. Like, you don't live there, so you're definitely trespassing.
Did I miss something? Is this her fiancé?
No, it's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's her actual boyfriend.
Why would he be shooing her away?
I don't
That's
know.
a red flag.
You know what I mean?
Girl had to park her car behind to find out.
Someone
Why
calling
are
you
you
at 3
shooing
a.m.
me?
in the morning?
Nimekuja kukuvisit alafu
And I'm
unanifukuza.
there
But
every
it's his
day.
house.
Boyfriend.
And I'm there every day.
Bro, let me tell you something. If I come to visit you, right? You're my boyfriend. I come to your house and then you tell me I'm busy right now. Let me tell you you're busy for life by yourself with the busyness
You'll
that you
never
have.
see me again.
What do you mean? You make time. Can your mom come? Okay. Here's another question. Can your mom come to visit you and then tell her not now? You gotta come later.
Yeah.
Eh? No.
I mean, yes.
No.
Okay, in my defense, my mom would ask. So
Yeah.
there is that. But
I
this
mean,
is
what if
different.
she-
This is a relationship we're
That's
talking
what I'm
about. My
saying.
guy, you've seen me naked.
Why would you shoo someone back to the? She has every. Listen, I was listening to that whole story. I was stuck on fiance.
so now if you're dating somebody, like they should always know that there's times, or rather, if you're dating somebody, there's no time that you could say you want this time to be for myself. Like, I just want to spend time on my own.
You can say that, but looking at him, babe.
You can have it
I
tomorrow.
mean,
Yeah.
you can have that conversation now that I've already crossed this line, right? As in, that's
You
why
can
I'm
have your alone time tomorrow. Don't wait until I've come for you to tell me to go. Of
Yeah,
course,
but you didn't say you were coming.
Antennas, and then someone calls you at 3 a.m. I knew it.
You did say you were coming.
I just want to remind you guys, this one is the unhinged one, yeah? Me, I'm the sane one here. And I'm asking, okay, right? I get it. You want to nap, right? Let's imagine for whatever reason, like, I'm your girlfriend. Like, what? Like,
Why are you
I come in
shooing
a
me?
trench coat and then you shoe. Yeah. Let me tell you, watch out a Ruto. Mimi le shoe. Hey,
Yo.
friend.
Surely.
I'm shooing myself. Just let me know. Let me tell you. I need assurance. At shoe. You imagine going to your girlfriend's house. Guys, hit us up in the comment section. This guy is not. He doesn't like her.
Yeah, for
He
real.
doesn't like
No,
her.
like, for
There's
real.
no way someone who likes you wants to be in a relationship with you would
He's
shoo
gonna
you
shoo
away.
you.
No, but
I've even
you can't
asked,
just pop up and
can
announce.
your sibling come to your house and
And
announce? And then you shoot them.
You would shoot them. You'll be like,
Doesn't
bro,
matter
don't
whatever
do it
is
again.
going on, unless you have drugs there and nannies. You are doing bad things in there.
Yeah.
Like those bad things. Afunge macho.
Unless you have like somebody like you're having actual sex. But now the person should be having sex with me. Is
Imagine.
me. I know she sounds crazy, but this man is the one who's crazy. And these are the gaslighting that makes babes look crazy. She's
No,
in court now
actually.
and he said, as she climbed up and gave me
Yeah.
she's doing good stuff to
she
you.
went and parked her car like outside just
My
chilling. That's
guy.
psycho, man.
Ah, that is
Yani mnaweza fanya
hilarious.
dem akae. You can make your girlfriend sit outside of your house and see what is happening. What could be your sleep, my friend. Rest in peace.
Hey.
Maybe she's one of those she
Sleep
dies stop
forever.
talking. Like this
Yeah.
guy never gets like
Why are you
a
dating her?
long time.
And let me tell you, it's so I'm so
not every box that somebody has before you date them, like you go actually go and check them. There are some of them that it's like, it's okay. I can live with this.
So maybe one of
them was Yani, she was a lot.
Oh God.
You know what? And I
You
hope
are
you're,
just
I hope
not
you're listening
enough.
very carefully, okay? Because, I've been brushing off this story that guys don't like babes.
But it's
I've been
true.
brushing it off. But here is a perfect example. If your boyfriend does stuff like this, just know that nigga don't like you.
Yo.
Right? He's even saying,
just likes
you've said
your
it to your
private
mouth. You're
parts.
like, what if she's irritating? I don't know. Ladies, I don't know if you're hearing.
Yeah.
Use your ears, right? If I pull up, and I know I joke a lot on this pod.
Yeah.
If I pull up to my boyfriend's house, I don't care what is happening. I don't
My
care if they're having
guy.
Kesha. Unless they're doing witchcraft in there, save me.
You know what I mean?
Tell me,
Leave
shoo,
out of
baby,
it.
I'm saving you, right? Let's imagine somebody is standing behind the door with a gun
You
to
know?
your ear and
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
chase her away, otherwise it's her I'll kill, not you. And then you shoot me because you're saving my life and you're taking the bullet, right? Those are the only reasons. But at just there, I've come to put, I don't care whether I look crazy.
My guy.
You send me out there, what if I am raped?
Ati
What if
shoo.
something happens to us? Shoo.
Shoo.
And then
Nah,
you take,
nah,
and then
that's
the worst part,
gaslighting.
and then worst part about all this,
I'm telling
he takes
you.
That's
you to
just
court.
gaslighting.
He takes you to court at his stalker.
Imagine.
See, you
Watch this.
you came all the way peke yako, so kuenda itakuwa ni shida.
Nakwambia, Dame, listen, ladies, if you ever pull up to your man's house
That's
and he doesn't
gaslighting.
allow you inside the house, sis, jichukue
He doesn't like
pride
you.
yako. You remember last
Yeah.
episode, this babe was saying he's ghosted her, but then she's like anajinyima.
Hey.
I want you to clearly understand. This guy took this babe to court. His
court.
girlfriend. Thank you.
Yes.
Mi nimeona hiyo story nimesema
Enough
men cannot
is
be trusted.
enough. They only
Nah, there's
like
probably
your
something
private
wrong
parts.
with
They
her.
don't like you.
Then stop dating her.
Yeah.
Stop
No,
calling
the
her.
other things are maybe okay. Maybe the sex is good. I mean, she cooks well.
But-
she treats him nice.
But you don't like spending time with her?
Not all the time.
Yeah,
because
but you
know,
can chase someone from your door.
there's some things that most babes don't understand, that guys, you can just sit in the house and play video games the whole night. But now if you're there, I can't. We have to find something else to do. Maybe that was the day I'm gonna play with the boys.
It's fine.
And then you can't.
Do it tomorrow. Don't shoo me.
Thank you.
Tomorrow
Do
are
it
different
tomorrow,
days.
my
That's
guy.
it.
That's why
it.
one's
Do
called
it
Friday, the
tomorrow.
other one's Saturday.
Look,
I
think let's just end this conversation here. For
Yeah.
me, Joyce, what was it right? What's your final thought on this?
No, don't shoo her away. Okay, just tell her tonight is okay, and then you do your things tomorrow. It's that
Yeah.
simple. Don't tell her to leave your
Sure.
house.
I completely agree. I think he
Yeah.
could have easily just had a conversation with her and told her, babe, when I do say that I need my private space, I actually need it. So sometimes, there's no need to
Yeah.
surprise me.
You know?
But, ladies, the red flag is here.
Yeah.
If you go to a man's house and he refuses to let you in for
He don't
whatever
like you.
reason, right? That man doesn't like you.
He likes your private
Because he
parts.
could have had the conversation with you. As in, first he wants to protect you, like you've come. Because just think about it. Would he chase his mom? I don't care whatever's happened. Would he chase his sister? Brother? Cousin?
My
No,
guy.
even the neighbor.
Yeah.
The neighbor can pull up
Neighbor.
and say, yo, I have a cake. Atafunguliwa mlango. You've come because you trench coat.
Trench coat
which
with
means
nothing
down in
underneath.
there. I mean, just think about it. This guy's gay.
Why are you gay?
As in, he's
my
so
God.
furious at her coming with a trench coat
With nothing
that
else.
he took her to court.
My guy.
Hiyo mjules
There was
haifanyika.
no way that this guy is winning.
Tuache kudanganyana.
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean? It's either that or you don't like like
Fact.
bottom line, you don't like her.
And shooing away just sounds
Come
different now after that shoe in Migori. Like it's a whole different thing. All right.
Surely. Then imagine her taking herself to court. This
My
nigga
guy.
taking me to court, mwambie pambana na hali
You
yako.
like you.
Get rara.
Hey, like in Maju, they go to court for everything. It's like there's
Everything.
courts for everything.
Everything. Kwanza, if you watch Paternity Court, you can die of laughter.
No, but paternity court needs to be
Paternity
there.
Court is a comedy, and this is real life. But the things that happen in that court is comedic gold. I guarantee. If you ever bored,
Yeah.
let's go look for a Paternity Court. You will die.
All right.
Right. Story number 2.
You've heard of blackface. Have you heard of whiteface? You know what? Run the tape.
I am a Mzungu like you.
Guys, this is 2024. You can't be doing what? If I was doing this, I would get cancelled.
You know, the only reason this video is funny is because it's kids doing it. You know, the innocence of kids. Kids could literally just do anything, and you don't feel offended by it.
Right.
Yes, it is offensive, but the innocence of them not even knowing why they're doing it and why it would be offensive is why I found this video like really, really funny. Especially the last kid with the snot in the mouth. As in, alijaribu yote. Yote.
I don't know why I'm finding it amusing because it's like, no, that's not the right thing to say. Let me not say it.
Yo, listen. I'm just watching this video. I'm like,
I
don't even know why this is even an issue. African kids do this all the time. I remember being a kid and doing this, right? There was a song. It was like, I think it was Chinese, Japanese, Indian, and Asia. There were songs, right? They were childish. It was, but if as an adult.
Yeah, as an adult, that's different. You're right.
But then, also... Yeah, actually, I'll just finish off there. I'll say
because
it's because they're kids.
Yeah. And also seeing this, it actually just plays to the way people say no one is born a racist. No one is born like having ill intentions, or no one is born a murderer. No one is born a thief. It's just the world that corrupts you, because these kids are out here just having fun.
You know what I mean? They've probably never seen a white guy before.
But let me ask you, if kids in America see this, right? Like if a kid who's their age sees this and says, "Mommy, why are they making fun of us?"
Yeah, they have a right to do it. Because on the flip side, if it was white
kids doing this,
if it was white kids doing blackface and then saying at you, "Look, I'm black like you,"
that would be a problem.
Yeah.
If you saw a video of European kids or white kids doing this, would you be offended?
Yes,
I would. I would.
Double standards, mad, and I'm not even ashamed to say it.
Thank you for saying double standards. So is it double standards, Ama, the fact that the black race is always like it's seen as a minority, and they've gone through all these things so that you see it a different way where you can't make fun of black people?
Why? Why can't you make fun of black people?
Because their ancestors suffered.
Yeah, who can't make fun of black? White people can't make fun of black people.
Why is that? You know, okay,
guys. If we get into this, I'm going to get cancelled. I have very strong opinions.
Okay,
I have very strong opinions.
Remember, guys, whatever opinions expressed here are individual opinions. Okay. Now, hear me out. Right? We've said white people can't make fun of black people, right? And I think it's because we're super sensitive about slavery and colonialism and blah, 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 right? But you didn't go through colonialism, neither did you go through slavery, right? And the person who's making fun of you didn't go through colonialism, never colonized anyone, and never had a slave. So we are fresh people on earth, right? So is it in year 10,050 is when 10,050 years, which is, or 5120 when somebody can make fun of an African? Or is this just like standard procedure for life? Just the same way you can never make jokes about Jews unless you, in fact, I never said it. I was talking about Jews.
Yeah.
I don't believe we're fresh people, especially if the white people are still benefiting from the systems that were made by oppressing black people. It's never going to be a them problem. It's still a you problem, because instead of changing it, you're still feeding into whatever it is that, because there's no way a white person would want to change places with a black person, not for anything in their life. They would never want
even
to be
for
black.
the Jews, they're just
They'd never want to change places with a black person, and it's because they know white privilege exists. And where do you think white privilege came from? It's all this oppressing that happened with colonialism and slavery and all of those things. So until the day they accept the part that their ancestors play and actually change the system to stop favoring them and stop oppressing us, it's always going to be a them problem. I don't believe it's a
But you see,
it was my ancestors.
But you see, with what you just said, right? Let's go back. Let's bring that example back to these kids. Then, if you feel very strongly about this, then you should feel very strongly about this as well.
No, but they are not
Why?
oppressing anyone. We don't have the systems or the know-how or the capabilities to make systems work for us and oppress other people. And that's why I always say, as a black person, you can't be racist. We didn't create it.
So
They
somebody can do
created it to
blackface,
benefit them.
but we can. So we can do whiteface, but they can do blackface.
Yes.
Hey.
For real. That's why I
that's
was
our
saying,
opinion.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I have very strong opinions about this, and
Kerry,
if I
what's
say
your-
them, we'll be cancelled.
You can't cancel kids because half the time they don't know what they're doing.
But you
Yeah.
got offended by the imaginary,
Yeah.
hypothetical white
Yes.
kids doing blackface.
Yeah, I would be offended, but I wouldn't get to a point where I'd cancel them. I'd blame the parents. You know, you find an adult in the room and point fingers at them and be like, how could you let them do this? But now the adults in the heart, there. You could be able to point at them and tell them, why would you let them do this? Because, I mean, kids are so innocent. They do outrageous things that you just go on and find funny. Like, I saw a video of boys being boys, like how boys just sumbua their mom. You see, you put a video where it's like the mom is chilling on a couch recording a video. All of a sudden, this story, like this 4-year-old goes and slaps the mom in the face.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. It's just,
And they're still alive.
yeah, and they're still alive.
That's good to know.
Ask boy moms, they go through this all the time.
But you know, I'm glad you've brought in the aspect of parenting, and I think this is going to be the final comment before we go to the next story. I think you're right, and I'm glad you mentioned the aspect of when you see the blackface. If you see a white kid doing a blackface, then you of course you take the responsibility from them and make sure that their parent is a parent. They're doing what they see at home. In Africa, I think it's time we address this side, because with Joyce is still stuck on, you did this, so we deserve to do this, and you can't, right? But like I said, we are evolving, right? And if we can know better, we do better. Well, I went to Kisii. I was with a white friend of mine, and I could see his frustration. Every village we go to, guys are like, Muzungu, Muzungu. Even first, let me tell you, in Kisii,
Give me money.
no, bro. Yes, of course, there's all that. And the kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who taught them?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Africa, who taught these kids? Anywhere you go in Africa, you're white, the kids will ask you for money, yeah, and people say it's innocent, right? But then you know better. If this Muzungu walked into that village doing blackface, would you guys be offended? The villagers, not so much, right? Because from the villagers, Mzungu presents money. You understand? Which again, we also need to stop. You
Yeah.
need to start educating your villagers to know that some of these people, like sasa kaka mimi ndio gari ni yangu, fuel ni yangu, Mzungu tu ni driver. My pal, I'm literally
I
driving
swear,
us.
yeah.
And everywhere we go,
Amekuja
people are just like, you know, Papa, I'm just like, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Then
Just
it's
'cause
like,
of skin
then it's like,
tone.
do you have M-Pesa? I'm like, excuse me, sir. Nobody spoke to me. Wacha wapambane na wewe. So it's a mindset.
Or they start
But then
talking to you to get him to give them money.
They were not even talking to me.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I'm telling
You are non-existent.
Some people,
You are
even
one of
in
us.
my village,
Even you
right,
need this money.
who are more focused, like I'm the one who was the story, I'm the one who's even going to give something there, but they're all talking to him. So it's a mindset,
Yeah.
right? But then it doesn't absolve us from being responsible, right? So if that kid there, if we're very vocal, if we hold this stance that you can't do blackface, then by all means we cannot do whiteface. Why? Because we've just said, if you saw kids from European kids doing blackface, I don't care who you are, automatically offended, right? Which means if you can have that offense, then you need to teach your own kids also. Again, we don't do whiteface, right? We must respect other people's races. But also at the same time, man, the kids, they don't know any better. I did it, but now I know better.
Yeah.
I cannot allow kids to do that.
True.
All right. Let's imagine we're taking off, right? We're going to Kigali, right? Pick your seats. Airline.
First row, window, economy.
Joyce?
I'll see it.
Aisle. And I'm picking window. So clearly we're not seated on the same row. So we're scattered. Me, I'm at my window seat. as Kerry is moving back.
Yeah.
Right. No, Kerry has sat at his window seat.
Yeah.
Joyce has found her aisle seat. So me, I'm moving farther back in the plane to find my window seat. As I get there, I'm putting my bag in the nini. Someone who's seated next to me comes with a toy, right? A child. And the child starts saying, "Mommy, I want to sit at the window." Right? What's my next move? Am I letting the kid sit on the window seat? Or am I saying, I paid for this seat, it's my seat. You know what? Run the tape.
This plane passenger who went viral for refusing to give up her window seat to a crying child is now suing the airline after saying the amount of online hate she's received has confined her to her house and caused a change in her professional career as a banker. What do you think? Was she in the wrong here?
Right.
Excuse me, parent
So-
your child, my guy. Parent your goddamn child. I'm not giving you my window seat. I don't care. I honestly, nope.
Even
I'll
if
be there.
The kid is 2.
kid is crying.
Parent your child, guys.
Joyce, the kid is crying.
Parent, I am not giving up my seat. I swear to God, I am not giving up my seat. I am not. When the mother is there doing what? What is the mother doing?
She booked a middle seat. Do you know how kids are temperamental? A kid can say, the kid umemfeed, umemfanyia kila kitu, umemtoa kwa nyumba, bet, pampers dry. Amefika hapo ameanza kulilia, watch yako. What do I do?
So who's the adult here?
They are 2.
Take care of you, bro, parent. This is why our parents used to beat us. No, I get it. No, I get it. This is why. This is why our parents used to beat us.
Unakachuna hivi unamwambia.
Huku unapigwa slap moja unasikia ndi unanyamaza.
A terrible 2.
Terrible 2 unapigwa ndi. Bas.
All right, Kerry,
Parent
you giving
your
up your seat or fuck that kid?
$20.
What?
I tell the parent $20.
$20 for the
$20 for this. Give me $20. Nitaka hapo hivyo katikati. Kwanza nawaachie armrest. Naambia nyi chukueni. I'll sit there like this. Paka nini cabin crew aseme, please passengers go sit down, we're about to land. $20.
You're charging them.
I am charging them.
Another thing, who was recording the video? Was it the parent?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you should have been busy with your child instead
Random
of recording.
people in the plane. So it was such an incident that she wanted her seat, and the kid started laying the seat. The parent is over there like, yo, you gotta let the seat have the kid have the seat. You get your kid off my seat. And so the whole flight, everybody's there talking about her, whispering. And when the video came out, of course, guys are like, oh, you should understand.
Understand what?
Right? And, you know, this is such a big story because for me, let me just be honest, right? Yes, I understand. Kids are terrible. Like kids, especially they reach a certain age.
Like for real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a friend of mine who got me a really cute gift of something I like. I don't want to mention so that they know it's them, right? Because you know they watch the podcast, right? See, now I have to give them.
Guy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's something a lot. So kids are whack, right?
Nah,
they
bruh.
like crying for these things. I get it. But then at the same time, wacha nikwambie. Ndege. Wacha mtoto wa. I have things for blocking my ears.
Wacha cry, my guy.
Noise cancelling headphones. Kaboom. Because like if the kid is like 4, 5 doing this, I get it. But 1, 2 is different, right? This kid, unajua nini inakuanga kwa kichwa ya mtoto at 2 years? Cotton wool.
You know, me have actually, do you know how many children
Mosquito.
I have? Let me tell you. Do you know how many children I have actually raised? Like, I am the oldest in my family in terms of siblings, in terms of cousins. So I've been around children enough that they cannot bully me. Like, at some point, I was called the child wrangler. Hey. Like, if you want to get people in order, go and enjoy to deal with them.
Child wrangler.
So I learned how to deal, and they're not my children, and I know how to put them in line. You can't take care of your own child. I would maybe compromise and hold your baby for like a bit until they calm down.
Holding
exactly, until maybe like they calm down and, you know, because they get distracted very easily. Once they see it, they've seen like, nimetosheka, back to your mom. That I would compromise. Like even with like your gift, I'd like let them have it for like 5 minutes and be like, in 5 minutes you give it back to me. They get distracted so easily. They'll move on.
Yo, wait, so you're saying I can go to this parent's house and take my kid?
Yes.
No, right now it's too late.
It's probably good.
Yeah, right now it's gone. It's too
it's
late.
probably broken. That's the thing about kids. They get distracted so easily. You give them 5-10 minutes of something, they have moved on.
All right.
So you've perfected that art of, you know that look that your parents give you.
Yes.
That they don't even have to tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
But mukoko ageni, like you're at somebody else's house and then you try and do something and then your mom just looks at you like.
Bas. Nah, me, I had that look on lock, bro. Me, I have cousins who actually thought I was their auntie.
parent.
Yeah, they thought I was their auntie, not their cousin. When they grew up, it's done like, oh yeah, you're actually my cousin. I'm like, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to know from you, especially if you're a parent. If this happens to you, what's your next move? Do you start discussing with the person on the aisle? And you can hear, I feel like most people in the comment section say they did not move, right? So if you're a parent, at that point, what do? Do you sugar the plane? Do you give this kid Xanax? Like, do you tuna them? Do you find an African auntie in the plane to pinch them for you? Because African aunties are... they put a jug in your face. Like, you just... You by the time you come out of that under the jug, you're like, what is happening? I almost died there, right? Find an African aunt. Because, honestly, like, me, I don't need... I've never seen that you go aunt with big jugs.
Big.
African
So there's an African.
Stop crying.
Unamwambia shh, that time you're suffocating them.
Right? They're trying to find the needle. They're like, what is happening here? This is not familiar. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. What would you do, right? Anyway, that's been Run the Tape, guys. Remember, we are working towards 100,000 subscribers. And, of course, working towards episode 100. So, hit the like, subscribe, share, notification. And, of course, always remember to leave a comment so we can continue to grow. Remember, adios.